This is just paper, all right? You know about this Rudraksh going clockwise, anti-clockwise, something? Okay. You must tell me which way it's going. Which way is it? This is clockwise, right? Right now, I've not done any energy transfer or anything, just crumpled it, okay? Just crumpled it. This what? What's it? Oh, I don't know if they told you, I'm sure your parents must have told you, your clothes should be properly folded and kept, your bed clothes should be properly folded and kept. This is the difference it makes in your life. In this country, we were always told, after you wake up in the morning, if you do not fold your bedclothes, then devils will come and dance on it, demons will come and dance on it, and then when you go to sleep next day in those kind of clothes, it's going to affect your life. And that's just a dialectical way of expression, and it's true. What we call as a devil or demon is a negative form of life. What we call as a divine is a positive form of life. That which sustains you, that which enriches you is divine. That which affects you in a negative way is the demon. So just this paper, if you just crumple it and keep it, it attracts the negative form of energy. If you keep it properly folded, it becomes positive. This is why from everything to everything, how the house should be, where you should place what. If… I don't know, these days it's all going away, we are going by modern aesthetics. Otherwise, if my grandmother was here, everything where what should be what, everything should be in a particular way. In the house, if you go probably, if your mother comes from a traditional background, in the kitchen if you go, always salt and tamarind will be kept together, never separately. Do you know this? Is it so? Still maintained? Yes, because all this awareness, unfortunately, just became tradition. It's beautiful that it became a tradition, but without giving the necessary understanding to people why it is so. Simply do it, after some time somebody comes and says, why should I do? I'll keep tamarind on my head, salt somewhere else. It doesn't work like that. All these items have something to do with how you live, everything, how it should be kept. So the whole science of seeing how this human being can function at its maximum vibrance, even a simple peasant in this country knows about it without knowing about it. You know, he does not intellectually or consciously know about it, but he just knows this is how it must be done. Because the whole system of yoga was made into a cultural format and given to people because people saw the impracticality of teaching every aspect to every human being on the planet. So just make it culture and leave it to them. I want to see that for the next few generations later, as mothers would teach people, children to brush their teeth, yoga will just happen in their lives. This was so earlier. Earlier, Agastya Muni did this to the whole of southern peninsula, that in every home, everybody has an understanding of how to allow this being to attain to his full potential. So these things were made aware of, a simple thing like this. Many of you are already doing asanas for at least 6 months now, you could experience this. You keep 2 shirts, okay? One shirt you do like this, both washed clean ones. Do like this and keep it for 3 days, another one neatly fold it and keep it there. After 3 days, wear one, close your eyes and feel it, wear the other, close your eyes and feel it, just see how it feels. They're very different. So every aspect was brought into life. So what you see as this culture, because this is a land without God, this is a land without religion, this is just a certain science transmitted as culture. Because of various distortions, that science has become all distorted. Putting it back is not easy to the whole society. We want to put it back at least into a few people hoping that they will be able to impart it to the rest of the larger society sometime in future. If we produce 1,000 people who really perceive, understand and live that way, I'm sure these 1,000 people can impart it to 1,000,000 people. Those 1,000,000 people can do it to many more people. And they may produce many, many more people who are capable of receiving this and things may happen.
All of us have to live in this universe. No choice about it, right? But university is a choice. And that's why you're asking this question how much time? Education is of value to do certain things. But what should we be doing as individual human beings, as a generation of people? What should we be doing in our lives? What I would say is, as a young man, I want to open your eyes and look at the world. Right now, please see, what is the most needed thing in the world right now? You don't do some fanciful thing that you like to do. You must do what's most needed, isn't it? Isn't it so? If you get carried away by situations, people become like this, it's useful but it is not the basic thing. Today you saw a train burning, so you want to become a firefighter. Tomorrow you saw something, you want to become that. In reaction, in emotional reaction, you choose to become something. It could be useful on some level. But now, when most young people cannot think, you're thinking, what should I do with my life? When such a thought has come, I would say spend little more time on it. Not being influenced by anybody or anything, simply look at it. What is it that the humanity needs most? What is it that the world needs most today? I want you to recognize that. The only thing that needs to be fixed on this planet is human beings. Everything else is fine, isn't it so? So, I would say, all young people, not just you, must take a break from what you're doing. Just caught up because you did school, you went to a college, because you did college, you went to the next thing and the next thing and you end up with a PhD. What to do? It's dangerous, you know. Because the education scientists are saying if you go through 20 years of formal education and land up with a PhD or something, 70% of your intelligence is irrevocably destroyed. Yes, you become a very knowledgeable idiot. And today knowledge has no use because whatever a PhD holder knows, a high school kid can open the internet and talk the same language. You can't even look smart anymore with what you collected, isn't it? It's just about anybody will talk these things because it's all over the place. So are you preparing for a university or the universe? That's where you have to live, unless you want to become an academic. I'm not saying these things are wrong, but human beings, sensible human beings must invest their life towards what is needed most, isn't it? Not some fanciful thing that I want to do or you want to do. You can do whatever, joyfully or miserably, isn't it? And just because today you think, by doing this I will be happy, if you go, don't ever think you will stay happy by doing that after some time. Everybody, when they got their first job, what a beautiful day it was. You went to this mangy little office, sat there and wow, how it felt. But after a few years, sitting behind the same table, it's taking your life. The same job, the same marriage, the same situations, they're taking your life. At one day it looked like heaven, after some time it looks like hell, isn't it? Not because there's something wrong with those jobs, simply because you're doing it for the wrong reason. You're just doing it for the wrong reasons, that's all. Now that you're thinking, I would say take a few weeks off. We're willing to give you the space. Just stay uninfluenced by anybody, just look at it. There are many things you will want to do right now because of immediate compulsions. You're broke right now, you think the first thing is to find a job. Or some other compulsion within you, you think the first thing is to do this. Beside your compulsions, suppose you had none of these compulsions, what would you like to do with life? That's what you should do. You should not decide your life and the course of your life based on immediate compulsion. You decide in your life, if you do this for 100 years and look back, after 100 years if you look back, is it still worthwhile? You do that. There are many others who would like to be you. Oh, I wish I was 20 and I wish I could think what to do at that time I did something. There are any number of people here. Now that you're 20 and you're fortunate that you're thinking and it's fortunate that you're here, it's time you think straight before you do anything.
Well, a tragedy is unfolding. Most people will see tragedies only when it comes with a bang. But if you're sensitive, you can see it happening all around you. It's not that suddenly we thought of Save Soil movement. Last 26, 27 years we've been working on this.
So some of the world bodies, what they predict is, in another 25-30 years, India is going to face such a serious drinking water shortage. In the last 15-20 years, many small streams and rivulets that you had seen when you were children no more exist, they're just gone.
Not a joke, this will bring untold suffering to human race, untold suffering.
The way you're handling the land, in the next 15 years' time, there'll be no monsoons for you. Only storms will come, huge fury of rain which will just drain the soil.
Both environmentally and otherwise, it looks like our intention is to leave a desert for our children, not a live world. It's time we did something about it. If we don't do this, there is no point being a human being. These 60 million people in Tamil Nadu, if they realize what needs to be done, just in 5 years' time you can have the whole place green.
Today, the spotlight is on a project called Green Hands in India.
We started a mass campaign and 6 years I spent planting trees in people's heads. That's the most difficult terrain, believe me. It's unfortunate that 7 lakh trees is a Guinness record. I want to see that everybody breaks the record.
114 million trees if you plant in Tamil Nadu, 33% green cover will be there. So a time has come, if you don't fix it, there'll be nothing to fix after some time.
The planting trees thing came up essentially because we wanted to save the soil. If farmers are committing suicide, just know it's not the bank, it's the land. The land is getting weaker and weaker.
Yes, we're pumping poison into the earth like crazy. Suppose all the worms got poisoned. They died in big numbers, let's say. People will die in millions, just like…
I took thousands of people, what they are breathing out, the trees are inhaling. What the trees are exhaling, they are inhaling. Bringing this experience into people, that what you think as myself is not within the boundaries of your physical nature, it goes well beyond that.
This is not a protest, nor is this an agitation. This is a campaign to raise awareness that our rivers are depleting. Everyone. When I say everyone who consumes water must rally for rivers. Why this journey? It may not happen in our lifetime, but we have to set the direction now for a solution. The water that comes down in the form of rain, we are not able to put it into the soil, mainly because there is no organic content and there's not enough trees and vegetation. If we plant these 242 crore trees, your lakes will be full, your wells will be full, above all, soil will be damp most of the year, and that is what is needed. This is why Kaveri called. The very body that we carry is soil. Without soil being rich and well, this body and every other life cannot be well. So in terms of ecology, in terms of climate change, the most important thing is that we need to have a conscious approach as to how we manage our soil, how we rejuvenate our soil, how we revitalize our soil. Conscious Planet is launching Save Soil movement to bring about a policy change to regenerate soil. As a part of this, I'm 65 and I'm riding 30,000 kilometers, a lone motorcycle journey, 30,000 kilometers across 24 nations to activate support from the citizenry to assure the governments long-term investments will be appreciated. So it's extremely important that soil regeneration is enshrined in the policy of every government on the planet. We must change the narrative on the planet that soil is a wealth, a legacy we have received from previous generations, and we have to pass it on as living soil for future generations. We are in a cusp of time. If you do the right things now, in the next 15 to 25 years, we can significantly turn this situation around and regenerate the soil. But if we allow this to progress like this for another 30 to 40 years, after 40 years if we attempt this, then it could take 150 to 200 years because that much loss of biodiversity would have happened. From 21st of March for 100 days, the whole world, every human being on the planet should talk soil. So we must hear the word soil, save soil everywhere to see that the narrative on the planet changes towards the most vital aspect of our life, the soil. Each one of you should reach as many people as you can to make this happen. Many global leaders and influencers are already participating in the movement. Be a part of this and let us make it happen.
From my part, as much as I can contribute.
We're going to save the soil. Do your part.
And saving the soils.
Our future, our children's future, and our planet's future depend on it.
Save the soil.
We know what we must do, so let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen.